You know what's awesome?
What's awesome besides America, Tim?
Besides myself, the fucking loudmouths are awesome.
Do you know why the loudmouths are awesome, Tim?
Because we can say shit that you can't say in real life. That's what we do. And
Every
guess
day.
what, Ron? Guess what?
What? Tell me what.
We're going live in 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Liberal Loudmouth, and as always, I am here with
the real Ron. Ron's always here with Tim, man. I love that intro.
That's What's awesome. Up, dude? So we have some bad news for everybody. We had Grant Miller. He was scheduled to come on the show, and then last minute, his surgeons called, and he's going in for surgery. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think he's transitioning. It's like the final thing, and he's got to get it done. I mean, the penis came in today, and they can't just wait. He has to have it done today.
The reassignment is legitimate. Right. I mean, it's like, but this is top-notch doctor, so don't worry about him. We're just kidding, by the way. If you thought that was for real, I mean, what'd you expect, two degenerates on the screen? No, he had something that came up, and he couldn't make it because he's got to put his mind elsewhere. And
let's talk about that for a second, though, because I mean,
Lane says it's so spicy. It's spicy meatball.
Yeah, it's like
thanks, like
we're like El Diablo sauce at Taco Bell right off the start.
You ain't gonna like us tomorrow.
I love Grant. And I love Tim, but I don't love marijuana, but they do. So anyway,
no, I don't even hardly smoke.
But you're you're a proponent of marijuana, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'll have a puff every now and then.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I ate a candy bar one time and it was horrible because I almost died. But anyway, they
don't do the edibles. The
edibles.
Fuck, man, you can have one of the worst days of your life. You're not going to die, but you're going to think you're going to die, and you're going to wish you were dead.
For like a day and a half, I thought I was just like this. I'm never going to be normal again.
Yeah,
but I came back and it was fine. But that Grant owns a business where I guess, or he works for some business. Anyway, they're doing a random. Can you see my quotation fingers? They're doing a random inspection. Tomorrow or in a couple of days. So he had to take a couple of days off to make sure he had everything in line and everything worked out. But he did promise to come on anytime after Wednesday. So we're going to reschedule with Grant and talk to him about all those ethics complaints that were dismissed. Did you watch
the fucking electricity getting shut off, dude? What is wrong with these people?
Man, somebody, if you don't know, Channel 8, Burt Momolo did a story about him. Somebody got his information, called the electric company, and cut off Grant Miller's electricity to his house, to his home.
It's insane. It is insane. Wow. I'm trying to pull this up. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I think they said that he had 17 ethics complaints filed against him. I think it was all the same person, Linda Hare Grant, but I don't know that for sure, but I think so.
Let's see. Okay, I got it here. Let me
she
pull this
about
up.
Me too.
Well, she's just a whiner.
Yeah, she likes to whine and waste people's time and money and shit like that. So
let me put this.
What are you?
I screwed something up here, y'all. Forgive
you all
me.
right? I mean, oh my gosh, you screwed something up. Anyway, well, he's doing. Oh, there you go.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, yeah, play this. It's a very short little clip.
All right, we're going to play it. Let's do it. Bert, as always, the man.
Bert. Love Bert.
Live from News Channel 8, your News at 10 starts now.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know how nasty people were going to be.
We're glad to have you with us. I'm Brenna Rose. A Tulsa city councilor has had a slew of ethics complaints filed against him for a wide range of topics. But are the complaints really about ethics, or is the system being misused over political differences? News Channel 8's Burt Momolo reports on Councillor Grant Miller. Burt.
Brenna, each complaint is taken seriously, but so far the only thing serious is the amount of tax dollars and time taken away from other city business. No stranger to controversy, Councilor Grant Miller has become somewhat of a lightning rod on the city council.
You know,
Zap.
probably more outspoken than most counselors are.
And apparently some of that outspokenness has attracted a backlash in the form of ethics complaints, a whopping 17 of them.
I've been told by the rest of the city council, or several of the city councilors that I've spoken with, that this is kind of unprecedented, that they've never seen so many ethics complaints come in the whole time they've been there.
Some of those complaints, he's rude to his constituents. He turned off the comments on his Facebook page. And he refused to vote on an item during a city council meeting.
A complaint saying that I abstained from a recent vote.
And he abstained from voting, ironically, due to another ethics complaint. Of the 17 filed against him, so far he's been cleared in 15, leaving an impression of the complaints as
a little bit frivolous, quite frankly.
Fellow councilor Jamie Fowler, who has no complaints against him, says there's an impact on time with each and every complaint.
We're drawn away from doing the people's business, and we have to spend a disproportionate, inordinate amount of time going through each one of these.
A lot of times these are coming from political foes who just want to waste my time, cost me effort, but in the process, I don't think they realize the damage that they're doing to the city.
On top of
Boom.
that, says Miller, there's
I don't think they
bleed
care.
over into his personal life.
I think I told you about somebody cutting my electric off.
Apparently, someone got a hold of his personal info and had his electricity turned off the day before he was taking the bar exam.
So I call and they're like, oh yeah, it looks like your account was closed. And I'm like, no, like why?
Was the motive politics? Unknown for sure, but hard to rule out.
I guess I didn't know how nasty people were gonna be.
Anywhere in America, you often have this us versus them, and they want to get you, either side of the aisle.
All but 2 of the complaints were filed anonymously. And as it is now, there's no mechanism for filing an ethics complaint against someone who filed one against you simply out of spite.
These kinds of little things will not stop me from saying what I
Boom.
believe is true, you know?
Love that.
Councilor Miller recently passed the bar, but he has yet to be sworn in.
Bullshit.
Some of these same complaints have been made to the Bar Association, delaying that process and
What a
impacting
bunch of
his
fucking-
livelihood.
There's a lot to unpack.
I tell
here,
you
Bob,
what,
but I
he
do-
needs to, if possible, he needs to sue these people.
Yeah, but they're
Because
anonymous complaints, though, right?
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they thought they were.
They thought they
Oops.
was.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's probably the
That-
same anonymous complaint that tried to get me thrown in Facebook jail a couple weeks
I
ago.
mean, I guess we'll see. We'll see. But I gotta say, if you're fucking with somebody's livelihood, that's, you know, man's got to eat. And if you're trying to take away his ability to feed himself,
For political shit, yeah. I mean,
that's a
come on now.
problem.
That's
a
yeah.
problem.
And I just real quick, I want to give a shout out to Linda Hare Grant, otherwise known as LH Grant. I love you. Thank you for reporting my post about your advocacy that you do for the Tulsa Police Department and Tulsa District 5 Citizens for Alliance. I appreciate all your great work. Love me some LH Grant. Love what you do. Thank you, Linda Hare Grant.
And then this video is going to get copyrighted. They spoke my name. I trademarked that. Oh, man. Yeah, if you read city council comments, Robin says, we know who they are, not hard to figure it out. Yeah. Well, you know, fuck around and find out, I guess. That's what happens.
I guess you do. Grant, I hope your inspection goes okay. I hope you grow a bunch of weed and get licensed and sworn in and all that kind of stuff, because Grant's a good dude. I like Grant. He was the very first person on my show years ago. In fact, I think I got a memory notification. It was like 2 years ago today, actually, something like that. So
That's crazy, man. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I remember you having him on your show. He was one of your first guests, wasn't he?
he was, I think, my very first politician on the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I remember it was legit. I was like, look at you. Look
Yeah,
at you,
buddy.
Ron.
I know. I'm trying to take it to the next level. And shit, I met you, and then it just like skyrocketed.
Yeah, well, tomorrow we're going to the next level, aren't we?
Going to the moon tomorrow. Y'all really need to pay attention because he's
Yeah.
going to be in a bad mood.
Is he?
Yeah,
Why?
he's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh, shit. I haven't
Yeah.
paid attention to the scores or nothing. Was
Oh,
it bad? Who'd
they
they
took-
play?
they played San Francisco 49ers and they took Dak Prescott out because he threw 3 interceptions.
Well, don't tell me because I'm gonna go watch it right after this show.
Yeah, you need to because
I've got NFL Plus, and I want to have something to laugh at Monroe about. Monroe, if you're watching, yeah, it's happening, buddy.
Happening.
It'll be a lot of fun. Tomorrow will be a lot of fun. Probably pretty laid back, I imagine.
Really quick before we get into the meat of the show, I got to ask you: have you changed your stance and joined Abolitionists Rising? And how do you feel about public shaming if you get divorced from somebody?
Well, I mean, we talked about this morning. I got baptized last night.
Oh, that's right.
The blood of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Right.
And I mean, Abolitionists Rising, abortion is murder. We need to pass a law that prevents men from, ejaculating into napkins because that's murder.
Yeah,
it's supposed to go inside of women. That's the only place it's supposed to go.
That's biblical too. I think it's better to spill your seed in the belly of a whore than on the ground.
That's just the way it goes. Sorry, y'all. I mean, I paid good money for that. Okay, we get to have more babies.
And y'all can make fun of us for making light of this, but this is like, I mean, come on, people.
God, I just went crazy with that one, didn't I?
Oh, you went.
If you thought I was serious, sorry, I wasn't. No, Abolitionists Rising. What a terrible organization.
It's a horrible organization.
Just
especially
a bunch
if
of
you're a woman.
Religious zealots. Just, God, we don't need any more of that.
I have had so many women reach out to me. This is good news, by the way. I've had so many women reach out to me from Senate District 32. Yeah, we actually have it. And I've had so many women from these little chat groups that are all around Lawton area saying, well, who should I vote for? I'm like, I don't care. I don't know these people down there. I don't know enough about, because I spoke to JJ a little bit. Seems like an okay dude. But he's been a Democrat, liberal, whatever. But I mean, people change. But I keep telling them, I know enough about Dusty Devers to tell you, no, he doesn't have any place in Congress or our legislature to create bills about our children's education or women's rights whatsoever. Zero, none.
They're going to have like a formal, lease agreement for the female's body. You are hereby declared ownership of this person, and then they call it marriage.
Right. It's full on Rodney Flack repeal the 19th Amendment bullshit. It's just cray-cray.
We own women. We own all of it. That's my uterus.
Get in there and make me a sandwich.
Those are my tubes. Crazy. That's crazy stuff. So today, the Hamas thing has been going off the rails pretty much. It's just a bad deal all around, man.
And I have to say right off the top, we call balls and strikes. We say factual shit that we know. We occasionally interject our opinions into things, but this has really got me bummed out, dude.
Yeah, it's looking like, to me, and I've been thinking about this all day long, and I just made a post about it on my Facebook page, that I'm really struggling with how Hamas thought that would ever be like a good idea, or that it would work out in their favor in any way. I'm really struggling to think that they ever thought that was going to go any way other than flattening Gaza. What's up?
How we've talked about that. That would be like me trying to take over an Air Force base in Oklahoma.
Yeah, essentially.
Why would you try to do that?
Right. You know what the response is going to be. You know what they're going to do.
Right.
And
America's going to be behind Israel because we always have been.
Yeah. And clearly we sent our, strike group out there, whatever, to flex our muscles as if, whatever. But, the Mossad is basically Israel's CIA, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
I have a hard time believing that they don't have operatives inside of Hamas already.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Right. I can't imagine that never happened. So, like, I'm going full conspiracy mode here, but
I can't wait to hear this because I'm
So-
kind of buying into what you was talking about earlier.
So I want to play this clip. This is from General Wesley Clark. Should I should go ahead and play it, you think?
I think that's a good starting point because that's
Yeah.
really kind of
Let me play this, and then we'll let me share it again. Give me a second here. And to those that wanted to have Grant on, we apologize for that.
He'll be
We'll get him another day. All right, here we go. Oh. Ugh.
And Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz, I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No." He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, and he said, I just got this down from upstairs, meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
And there you go. So Iran is actually
The truth is,
the last country. We've hit all of the other ones but Iran. And if you'll notice, immediately after, this attack, this supposed attack from Hamas, they started blaming Iran for it. So I have a feeling this may be a way to try and garner support for attacking Iran, because let's think about what had to take place in order for Hamas to invade and take over parts of Israel. The entirety of Gaza is surrounded by this high-tech fence that they finished a couple of years ago, and it's buried deep underground as well. Any motion or movement or touching of this fence will trigger an alarm, which causes them to deploy troops to that spot. Like it can tell you where exactly on the fence that this thing is happening. So they claim that they had sent all their troops over to the West Bank, and that they were running a skeleton crew because of the holidays. And in that time, somehow they got these bulldozers and bulldozed this fence to get through this barrier. Bullshit.
Yeah, that sounds a
Bullshit.
little far-fetched.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to think that these guys that are, 70% of these people are unemployed. Did you know that the median age for the people in Gaza is 18 years old? 18 years. And you know what that means, Rod? That means all the adults are getting killed off, right?
Yeah. Well, and they said that this festival or whatever, there were like paragliders, or somebody was like, Hamas was paragliding in. I have yet to see a video of one paraglider.
Right. Yeah, but that's the claim they're making. I mean, there's a lot of weird things that had to go right for Hamas for them to be able to do this.
And I'm not saying that Hamas is right, but I've been watching this nonstop on TV in several different stations, like liberal stations, Republican stations, Fox, CBS, whatever. And everybody's like, Israel, we have to stand behind Israel. We have to defend Israel. We have to do this for Israel.
Yep.
And it's just like, what is going on? What is happening right now?
Right. The one thing that unifies this country is to commit genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. I mean, 40% of people in Gaza are 14 and under. That's crazy to me. Isn't that
And-
crazy to you?
Most of them are probably women and children.
Right, because the guys have all been killed or imprisoned by Israel.
Here's what pisses me off. We have genocide, like actual genocide happening in China. We have slave
with the Uyghurs.
with the Uyghurs, yeah.
Yeah.
We have actual like slave camps in Africa where they're digging out mining shit, just little
Yep.
kids.
Yeah.
And I'm
All
not
over the
taking
world.
all over the, but unless it happens in that little radius of the Middle East where all the oil is,
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. The only difference here is that it's in the Middle East, and this is all about protecting the Christianity prophecy of fulfilling the, whatever to bring back
Right.
Jesus Christ.
because
That's-
that's I didn't understand that until yesterday. That's why Christians are, because you explained this to me. The Judaism doesn't believe that Christ was the Son of God, but the
Right.
Christians believe that Judaism will bring Jesus back. Is that right?
Christians, because the Old Testament is basic. Well, the Torah is made up of 5 books of the Old Testament, right? So that's Judaism's, Bible, their go-to stuff. That explains their laws,
Right.
that God gave to, to Jews. And so Christians buy into both the Old Testament and they buy into the New Testament, whereas the Jews don't believe that the New Testament is accurate because they thought that Jesus Christ was like a false prophet or whatever.
Right.
And that's why they handed him off to, the Romans back in the day. So, I think
And this is what we're fighting a war over because of some shit that somebody wrote down 2,000 years ago.
right. So much for not respecting the establishment of a religion.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like disrespectful of people's religion, but I don't understand why people are dying over this shit. It's dumb. It's dumb to me.
It is. It's very dumb. But yeah, like if we were looking up a statistic, Gaza has like 42,000 people per square mile.
Per square mile. And what did I say, Tim? I was like, that's probably like New York City numbers. No.
So I looked it up. In New York City, it was like 29,000 per square mile.
Almost double in Gaza.
Yeah, there's over 2 million people in Gaza in this little bitty area. So when people are like, oh, they hide among the civilians, motherfucker, they don't have anywhere else to go.
And what did you tell me? They have electricity like half the day, and half the day they don't.
Yeah, now that may have gotten fixed recently, but I know 2 years ago or something, 8 to 16 hours of the day, they'd be without electricity. And Israel controls their electricity. And the Israeli defense minister just today released this video saying that we're going after these human animals. They refer to the Palestinians as human animals, and they said we're not getting them any food. They're not getting any water. They're not getting any electricity. Now, answer me this. If you didn't already have control over these things, how are you going to be able to cut that off?
Right.
They already control all of that stuff, and that's the problem. That's part of the problem anyway.
So your theory is they're doing this to get to Iran.
Maybe I'm wrong, and this is just speculation on my part, but that's so weird to me that Hamas just invades Israel and takes over a big portion of the country, goes into houses and kidnaps people. This doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, that would be like Korea or Vietnam invading China.
Right. And even Israelis themselves are questioning that. There are people that are out there that are like, I was in the Israeli Defense Force, and there's no way that they did that. So, it's anything to push some agenda. So the Mossad is very good at what they do. Those people are highly trained and effective. So it would surprise me if they didn't have operatives working within Hamas. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if I learned that Hamas was Israel this entire time. and that Israel created Hamas back in the day so that they could create this narrative and finally, just over the course of time, get rid of the Palestinians once and for all.
But to what? But what reason? Just religion?
Maybe just so that they can have their Jewish state only, and then you get rid of all the Palestinians and make criminals out of all of them and ship them over to the Gaza prison. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And
I can't fathom all this happening over just religion. I know that Israel is very, very powerful in that for some reason, maybe it's religion, that the United States just has to back Israel. I think
right.
it's
Well,
biblical.
So there is. Let me try to pull this up if I can. Fluger, I guess, was the name of the.
I guess
lawsuit.
my point to the people that are watching this that give a shit. I'm not anti-Israel. I'm not anti-Palestinian. I'm not anti-anything. But you can't just eat what you're given and be like, oh, that tastes good, by the media and the social shit going on.
Yeah.
Because who knows the real truth?
Now look at this, and 25 states at this point had done this. Texas elementary school speech pathologist refused to sign a pro-Israel oath, now mandatory in many states, so she lost her fucking job. She literally had to sue them, and she won.
Why did she have to sign a pro-Israel oath?
Because they had passed a law that said that all state contractors that were contracted through the state for whatever reason had to sign this pro-Israeli oath saying that they wouldn't do business with a company that was anti-Israel, that they wouldn't be anti-Israel, that they wouldn't, do anything that would hurt Israel economically. There's no oath that you have to take for the U.S. that requires that you not do anything that hurts U.S. economically, that you pledge your allegiance to them. We don't do that for ourselves. Why in the fuck are we doing it for another country?
Yeah, why would just because of religion?
Yeah, here we go. Look into the connections with the Rothschild family. Go a bit further and you'll see how they're connected to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Doesn't surprise me at all. This is some like global cabal shit. You want to talk about the people, doing the puppet strings for everybody.
Well, you can't say that though, or you're anti-Semite.
I mean, they're going to call me an anti-Semite no matter what I say. And Ron thought you were. Oh, yeah.
I know.
And Ron thought you were full of it the other night on this tip. Yeah, because I was trying to look it up, but I'm like, I know I've seen it. I know I've, because I remember when it happened.
Here's the thing. God loved the 1,600 plus Israelis that have died. But Joe brought this up the other night, and we researched it. Tim had to fill me in on it. But the USS Liberty in the Gulf over there, the Israelis shot it or sunk it, killed 34 United States Americans, naval men, and nothing. They sent a card and some money, said, "Oh, we're sorry," but they knew that they did it. They knew that that it was an American ship.
They claimed that they didn't know, but that's bullshit. Now this was back in 1967, by the way. But yeah, I remembered the story when Joe brought it up, but I didn't know all the details of it.
But you don't hear him. We're standing with Israel. We're standing. We're got to stand with Israel.
So here's another thing that tells me that Israel isn't beyond reproach in terms of creating some false flag to pursue some agenda that they have. If you look up this thing called the Levon, the Levon affair, because at the time the prime minister's name was Levon, I think that's how you pronounce it. What they did was they sent these fucking operatives into Egypt, planted these bombs, and were going to blame it on some other group from Egypt. They planted them in these theaters and all across the country. Well, one of them, the bomb went off prematurely, and he got caught. And when they interrogated his ass, then it all came out. And this went on for a while. And at first, Israel tried to deny the shit, and then they couldn't deny it because there was too much, they had too much intel saying that it was for real. So yeah, I mean, this is the kind of shit that they're willing to do to pursue an agenda.
Yeah, this is government agenda bullshit. No, you didn't miss it, Todd. You had to go back to the front.
And then here's what's crazy. They gave the people that survived this awards later for their service. And they eventually, the ones that died, they honored them as fallen soldiers.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I think that was like in 2000 they did that, but this was back in the 50s that they did this.
Joe says I was wrong.
What's that?
They didn't sink it. Thank you, Joe. Joe is like a encyclopedia.
Sunk it, but definitely fucked it up and killed it. Yeah, because there's pictures of it. But and the soldiers that were on there, the ones that had survived that attack, they were pissed that nothing came of that, and they were basically told to hush, hush, just let it go. Sorry, your brother in arms was killed by this country that we're going to ignore because
of
God, I guess.
Todd, dang, did I miss it? No, Grant Miller is having gender reassignment surgery, and that's why he missed the show today.
Sorry,
no,
Grant.
It's a joke. He did have surgery, though.
No, we that was my idea to throw that out there. Sorry, Grant, if you're mad.
It was completely Tim.
Yeah, be mad at me. I started that one. I just thought it was funny.
Oh.
Sailors weren't allowed to talk about it. Yeah, it's and this, like, what the hell? You have a country that literally attacks us, and we're just like, okay.
But the planes circled the ship and knew the ship was flying an American flag. It had I mean, they knew what was going on.
Yeah, but they said, "Oh, we're sorry. We're sorry. We didn't know. Please forgive us." Assalamu alaikum.
This Hamas attack right now feels like a Gulf of Tonkin.
Yeah. It's like a Pearl Harbor, kind of, because there's conspiracy that they put all of those ships in the one spot, despite all of their strategy and military knowledge, saying you don't fucking do that. You don't put all those ships in one spot. And some people believe that they did that on purpose to draw the Japanese out so that they could get, because Americans didn't want to go to war.
Right. American public did not want to.
Right. We were like, look, that's their business. We're not getting involved. But then, of course, when Japan did that, then we were all about it. So.
Well, yeah. And that's all I hear on the news today. And God love it.
This is Grant is doing sensitivity training
because he's rude to his constituents.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
I think whoever filed those complaints against Grant should be held liable somehow.
Yes, yeah, they need to treat those with some extreme like that. They need to treat them like police reports.
Oh, Tim. Talk about Robin's last, because
this is something Ron and I had talked about earlier. Since the border is wide open, there are people, and let me pull up this tweet for you guys, and it is what it is. I don't know if it's
we're gonna end up on a fucking terrorist list or something.
Oh, we're probably already on it, man. Hold on, where's it at? Keep talking while I find this. Keep talking.
Are you getting ridiculous amounts of friend requems?
No,
people from Pakistan.
Like
no, this is from
about?
Pakistani dude. I don't know you. I'm
no,
scared for my life.
No, but years ago, I had a weird fucking interaction. Let me pause looking for this. I got to tell the story. Weird interaction. This dude, I really liked the guy. He was really nice, and then all of a sudden, this dude starts talking about wanting to literally start attacking places. This was when anti-Iraq war and stuff. Yeah, I mean, and I'm like, dude, I was like, I criticize this shit all day long, but there's no way I'm gonna go and attack something. And I blocked his ass. I'm like, because at that time the FBI was going around grabbing people like that, where they were reaching out to people that they thought might be willing to do that, and they would set traps and get them to, give them these bombs and stuff and tell them to do this, do that, do this, and then they'd arrest them for terrorism.
Who would do that shit? I mean, I'm out there, but you're not going to give me a bomb. I'm going to blow
No.
myself up.
No, I was like, fuck that shit, man. I ain't about that. Hamas threat. Where is it at? Jesus.
Anyway,
here.
Robin, he's fixing to pull it up, but we were talking about it earlier, and man, I think this is a distraction. This Hamas Israeli shit. I'm really I'm delving in. I'm reading up. I just don't see why you would go kick a fucking grizzly bear with a stick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, and I'm still looking, so keep talking.
Well, my niece just got home, and she says that she lost both of her APT meets tonight. Aw. Were you on
sucks.
APT? Academic Pursuit Team?
You talking about me?
Yeah. You're the only one I'm talking to.
Well, I'm looking something up. Sorry.
Oh.
She's on. But we had like it was they called it the Brain Bowl or oh God. It was like, where you had to answer questions and stuff.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was on the
academic. Yeah, it was an academic team.
Academic Pursuit Team. I was on that too in high school, believe it or not. And I answered one question. The question was, who is the only U.S. president to have won won an Olympic medal?
Who is the only? Now say that again.
Who is the only U.S. president to have won an Olympic medal?
I didn't know any of them had. Huh. Let me see.
Don't be Googling.
I'm not Googling. I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I don't think it would be Teddy, because I think he had problems when he was younger. They thought he wasn't going to make it. I can't. Maybe JFK. I don't know.
Shit, I'm having to look it up now too. Shit.
Oh, I thought you knew the answer. Shit. I don't know.
I did back in high school. Oh, President Ford. Yeah, for swimming.
President Ford, Gerald Ford.
For swimming, yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Give me just a second.
He was also the only U.S. president that has ever been adopted.
Oh. Well, the tweet that I was looking for, all fighting age males, this is Times Square right now.
Oh, Joe, come on.
Yeah, here we go.
That's semantics. Give me a break.
Here we go. Boom.
I love you, Joe.
Bam, right here. Sources telling me there are emergency intel meetings this weekend to discuss the rise of Hamas terror cells that are operating in American cities. These Hamas terrorists came across the U.S. border and apparently planning to attack major cities over the next 14 months. Hamas has directed their supporters in their telegram to retaliate against Americans for U.S. support of Israel. I struggle to believe this because, hell, they have a hard enough time as it is just feeding themselves. If there are terrorist attacks in the U.S., I doubt that it's Hamas. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with that one. And I think that would just bolster the Republicans they're like, oh, they're good. The border's wide open. We got all these people coming across the southern border, which,
we do though, Tim. We do.
We do, but it certainly doesn't help when you're screaming every day on the TV, the borders are open. Then people start thinking that they're actually open when they're technically not.
Yeah, that's the same thing I told Rosecrans about Ryan Walters. Stop screaming his name.
Right.
Stop screaming the borders open.
Yeah.
Like Kevin McCarthy on the TV today. He was like, I'm not talking about
good point, Joe.
I'm not talking about homelessness in San Francisco. I'm not talking about homelessness or in New York City, or that we lose like 22 veterans a day to suicide. I'm talking about we have to back Israel.
Right. Yeah. And here's another thing. Fox one day, they're saying, oh, we can't support the war in Ukraine. We don't have enough money. We got to take care of ourselves here. instantaneously that stopped.
Yep.
And magically now we have all the money in the world to support Israel.
Right.
Did you know we give like almost $4 billion a year, probably more now, to Israel?
Oh, I don't doubt it. I think they're one of the richest nations in the world.
$4 billion a year to a country that doesn't fucking need it.
Pull up Joe's last comment. That's what's up. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I support the current thing. Well,
Yep.
so, but if you think about it, when you have an issue, there's usually CNN's version and then Fox's version, and it's usually, the exact opposite. But in this case, they're all simpatico because you got people greasing some wheels there.
Oh, you can't find anything on there that says pro-Palestinian. And I don't know that you should, but I'm just saying it's just
there are people in I think San Francisco. There was a big ass march in I think it was San Francisco.
And I think this is the reason is because Palestinians are Muslims and Americans hate Muslims because Muslims hate Americans, and that's what we were taught growing up. And everybody hates everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I wrong?
No.
Muslims
they
wipe their ass with their
divided.
hand. Is what I was told when I was growing up. Muslims wipe their ass with their hand.
They got to keep us divided, and that's why this politics it's either pendulums all the way one side or it's all the way the other. Because if people actually realize, like, if you notice the response to Melissa Provenzano being on the show, it was great from all sides.
All sides,
right? When
I didn't
you
hear
sit
anything
down,
negative about Melissa.
Right. When you sit down and you talk to pretty much anybody, Republicans or Democrats,
Good Joe.
I hear the black helicopters now. Oh shit, man!
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking. I'll be off to a black site by sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, this will be the last episodes of
I'll be like,
Loudmouth.
shit, did I just go into was that Narcos?
Yeah.
Where they set up? No, it wasn't Narcos. Damn, what was it? I don't know where they set that one dude up, and it don't matter. Anyway, now I forgot what I was saying.
God, Melissa Provenzano.
Yeah. So if anybody sits down and actually talks to somebody just as a person, they realize they're not some crazy conspiracy, trying to push some crazy agenda or whatever. They just have different views of something.
And I'll say this: Melissa was one of the better ones. I mean, she was probably the best. But we got Monroe tomorrow. But Stan Stevens was that way. He just sat down and he talked to us.
Right.
Shelley, Tim, all these politicians we have on there. If it's not like a structured interview where you can just shoot the shit and just be yourself and just talk as a human being, people see you in a different light. And I had so many people reach out about Melissa. They thought she was the worst person in the world, and they're like, she seemed very genuine and like middle of the road and like, and
right.
And
Just
lady
doing
had me blocked
forever.
Yeah, I was probably rude though.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe. But I mean, she shouldn't block people anyway. But that's just my opinion. But no, I mean, so there are more. If people realized this, that we're not so crazy and different from each other, it would change the whole game. It would change everything, because you got media propaganda coming from all sides here, and it's all bullshit. It
is all bullshit.
It's just feeding the beast, get people riled up so they'll get out there and vote and send some money.
That's it. And Joe's right. I remember being rude to her. It was back in COVID days. I was not to be messed with in COVID days. I was full bore.
I guess you knew Joe back then?
No, he's talking about, no, I didn't know Joe. And no, I don't think I knew Joe back then, but I didn't know Joe until I started running for a chair for GOP, I think. But no.
Well, yeah, because we met Joe. He came out there to when they banned me.
At about the same time. That was right around the same time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome though. Like seeing everybody show up there, and I'm like, man, my Democrat colleagues aren't going to show up here, and I knew they weren't. I knew they
didn't. They left
call
you
me fascists,
fucking
bastards. bastards. Even though a lot of them actually, once they saw the pictures, they were like, okay, well, maybe that's a problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I tell them that you heard, or I guess I don't know, Gina Nelson?
Oh yeah, she finally actually responded to something I said.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. It was nothing like major, but I was like, holy shit. She
The
can
first
talk.
time ever.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I would love to get her on the show. I
Yeah.
mean, because, and honestly, we talked about this the other day. They changed that venue to private. That could have been Stephanie Ingersoll all day long. Just did
Probably
that
was.
on her own, because it was Blue Moms of Owasso that had hosted the event. But still in my mind, I'm like, look, you should have said, no, we're not going to go from public to private after it's been on the books for 3 weeks. That's crappy. But I don't know that it was her fault necessarily. She probably didn't even know.
I think that was Stephanie knowing that I was going to be there. And she was
Morticia
afraid.
Adams. Oh my God.
That's pretty close, Joe. That's pretty close.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
I think that was my fault, because Stephanie was like, I don't want Ron coming out because he hates transgender people. And I'm like, no, I fucking don't, you fucking troll.
Ron, I traveled to the future,
Yeah.
and I found Lane Brown 10 years from now.
Oh, let me see what
Okay. Lane, I got you covered, buddy. Don't be mad at me.
Oh, he's
There
on
he
the
is.
right. He's on the right
Look,
for sure.
that's Lane in 10 years. When he grows a beard, I know he said he was going to try to start growing a mustache and shit. That's what you're going to look like, buddy.
So much furniture in that room. Bring that up one more time. Good
Is that-
Lord.
let me see.
How
So
is
on the
he-
left here, that's Max Blumenthal, investigative journalist that fell from grace because he didn't, hook, line, and sinker everything. Yeah, how do you even get these drawers open when this thing is going out here? This guy
that does look like Lane. I mean, it's a good looking dude, but he's
nobody puts baby in the corner.
yeah. Dang.
Oh man. Well,
We
I
should
think
have Joe. Joe, see if Joe can come on for just a few minutes.
Joe, you want to come on? Let me send you this.
Yeah,
me
send
send you
Joe
this.
the link.
Let
I'd
me
like to
send
say
you
hi
the-
to Joe real quick. Just a few minutes, Joe.
What do you know, Joe? I think we've had him on before too.
Yeah, we've had him on. We had him on a couple of weeks ago, I think. He was in the parking lot of his job or something.
Oh,
he's
that's
driving.
right. Oh, well, shit. We don't want you to be unsafe driving. Yeah, this show is a wash, so we
Yeah.
figured we'd go live
And
anyway.
it's all Grant Miller's fault.
Yeah. Man,
But, he has,
you should have known that surgery was coming, man.
Yeah.
But, Amazon delivered the parts.
The parts.
Dude, Google Pixel is coming out with a new phone, the Google 8 Pro. They have AI in, using AI inside of it. So you can go to an article on the phone, and there's a thing you can hit summarize, and it'll read the article and then summarize it, break it down into bullet points for you. And it also has an option where if somebody calls you, you can have the Google Assistant answer the phone. And it'll screen the caller, what are you calling about? And then it'll text you what they're calling about. And then you can respond through text, and it'll say what you say to this person. It's pretty sweet.
I don't. Will they
Shoot,
even
man.
need us anymore?
No. We can create synthetic sperm. We can create synthetic ovaries. We can grow a baby outside of a womb. When you have those three things, humans are no longer necessary. When robots are able to take over everything, all of the, menial tasks or what have you, human labor will be pointless. Will be a liability.
Yeah, will be a liability. If you're watching the show, you need to go Google robot monster wolves in Japan.
Robot monster wolves. Yeah, no, man, it's 1984. And have you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestone? Since we're going all conspiratorial,
Yes.
we might as well do
I
this
know.
shit.
That's where my family's from, Georgia. I know all about them Guidestones. Yeah.
So I actually, since I'm close to Georgia now, I want to go out there and look at them.
I thought they were destroyed or something.
I think somebody vandalized them, but I'm pretty sure they're still there.
Okay.
But if you aren't familiar with it, here I'll show you. And it just popped up. I don't think they know exactly who commissioned these, but they're massive, right?
Right.
And under here is like maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature.
Right.
And it's in English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindu, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian, among other commandments. Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Balance personal rights with social duties. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature.
I'm all about it, dude. I mean, thin
I
the
mean,
herd.
it
Thin the
sounds
herd.
good, but if you're not the one that gets to decide who the hell is,
Yeah, they
you
did
know.
blow them up. See, I told you.
did they? Like completely? Like they're gone?
They're gone. They
Hold
blew
on.
them up.
Let's
I
see.
knew they did. Yeah, I knew all about
Wow.
the Georgia Guidestone. Yeah.
Wow, blew up. What?
Yeah, somebody.
Oh, that's right. I do remember this.
yeah,
All right.
somebody
We're
destroyed
gonna-
them.
Video shows the moment the Georgia
Hold on.
Guidestones in Albert County blew up. This is surveillance.
Hold on. We're going to play this shit because that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
you can't see them anymore. Yeah, I knew that. Thanks, Joe. See, I told you
Oh,
Joe's
man.
full of useless knowledge.
All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
The Georgia Guidestones in Albert County blew up. This is surveillance video sent by the GBI from just after 4 o'clock this morning. Video also
Bastards.
shows what appears to be a silver or gray car speeding away from the scene. Right now,
Wow.
local, state, and federal agencies are working to determine who's behind that explosion. The attraction was unveiled in 1980 and has drawn many people over the years. The man whose company maintains the site says vandalism has happened before, but never like this.
God, what a piece of shit.
Just
They need to string that dude
there had to be
up by the
there had to
nuts.
be a religious extremist.
Hold on. Let's see. About a third of them were destroyed by explosive. Then they bulldozed the rest. Oh, wow.
How do you know this?
Confirmed very useless. Oh, Ron, I lost you.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, you're just freezing. Am I freezing?
No, I'm back now.
Yeah,
Joe
you're
needs
back
to be on. Joe needs to be on Jeopardy.
I'll take useless shit for 500, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who's doing it now? Isn't it? Oh, girl from Big Bang Theory.
No, she quit. She took a hiatus because of the writer's strike or the whatever. So, Kip or Kid or whatever his name is. What? Ken.
Ken. I don't
He's
know.
like the all-time winningest champion of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
cool though.
I miss Alex Trebek though. I wish he hadn't died a horrible death.
Yeah. What was it? Pancreatic cancer?
Yep, him and Patrick
Wait.
Swayze, dude.
That's the worst.
It's the
That's-
worst.
Man, that's what fentanyl was created for. Shit like that.
Yep.
Joe,
Joe, you got anything? You got anything else, Joe?
Yeah, come on. Hit us with something good, man. Hit us with something good. Something random. You know what? Let me chat GPT this shit. Give me a random fact to actually, you know what?
Yeah, because we got like 7 minutes. Let's just
I'm
7
gonna
minutes.
share
to
this
10 or
tab.
something.
I'm gonna share this tab here, and y'all can watch this shit work. This is Chat GPT here. Give me a random factoid that is fairly useless in everyday life. How about that? Sure thing. Did you know that honeybees can recognize human faces? Wow. In a study, bees were shown pictures of human faces and trained to associate them with sweet treats. The bees were able to remember and recognize the faces they were shown. While it's a fun fact, it's not exactly something that'll come up in everyday conversation. Little do they know, they're live on the Loudmouse.
They
Friggin'
are. That's awesome.
Oh, here we go. Here we shit. Finally had a budget committee meeting last week. Whoa. Got outvoted on everything 8-5. State committee meeting this Saturday in Broken Arrow.
8-5.
Wow. What the
Got outvoted on everything 8-5. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get with Joe. Joe, we gotta get you on here, Joe.
Here we go. Here we go. Give me a fact about All right, give me something. I got nothing.
I got nothing. I never have
About
nothing.
evolution that will blow my mind.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of stuff on evolution, dude.
Some whales have tiny vestigial leg bones inside their bodies. This suggests that many millions of years ago, their ancestors lived on land. These tiny remnants are evidence of their evolutionary journey from land-dwelling creatures to the ocean giants they are today. Wow.
That's not true, Chat GPT.
What the... Hold on. I'm going to fact check this here.
Yeah.
Do some whales have leg bones in them?
That they haven't eaten.
Although whales lack external hind legs, they do have internal rudiments of the hind limbs and pelvic girdle.
Shut up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Joe, you're always headed to a meeting. Always.
Let's
You're
do
always
another
busy.
one. Here we go. Speaking of meetings, give me a fact about the founder of AA. Bill Wilson, let's see, was initially a successful stockbroker, but his life spiraled due to his alcoholism. It was during his own struggle with alcoholism that he recognized the therapeutic value of one alcoholic talking to another. This realization, combined with the spiritual experience he had while hospitalized, led him to create the 12-step program.
Let me ask you this. Ask what his drink was, what he drank.
Okay, what was Bill Wilson's drink of choice when he did drink? It'll say anything with alcohol in it. Bill Wilson's drink of choice when he did drink was gin. It was well documented during the depths of his alcoholism. Bill was fond of gin and he consumed it frequently. However, it's essential to understand that for many alcoholics, the specific beverage offered becomes secondary to the need of the alcohol itself. Well, thanks for that stupid shit.
Yeah, that's just...
All right, what else we got? Somebody can ask anything, and I'll type it in here, and we'll see what we can.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people watching. Just ask something. Shit.
What do you got? Have monthly Pew Pew Club.
He's got the OK2A Club meeting.
Here we go. What is a Pew Pew Club?
Pew Pew.
As of my last updated, Pew Pew Club isn't a widely recognized formal term in most contexts, often used colloquially and humorously to refer to the sound of laser guns or firearms.
This is so weird that this thing has... Ask it if it knows Ron Cosby or the real Ron.
I don't believe that it would. Do you have... Because it only knows what's given to it, information about Ron Cosby.
Oh, it's going to pull up some OCSN.
I don't have specific blah, blah, blah. Okay. So they used to be able to do specific kinds of chat GPT. Let me show you something awesome. Let me take this article. I'm going to show, actually, let me go to a Twitter thread. No, I'll find an article. Hold on. Where's a good one? Here we go. I'm going to take a screenshot. Now, watch. I'm going to share this. Did you see that?
What you got?
Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to copy this. Could you see me taking that screenshot?
Nope.
Okay. So now I'm going to go back to Chat GPT. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. Now I'm going to paste that.
Okay.
Briefly summarize this. This is new. Laura Loomer tweeted that she received information about emergency intel meetings addressing the rise of Hamas terror cells in U.S. cities. She claims these terrorists entered the U.S. via the border and plan to target major cities in the coming weeks. Loomer mentions that these actions are in retaliation for U.S. support of Israel. Replies to her tweet express varied reactions, with some accusing her of fear-mongering and others wishing her luck.
You're going to end up with the fucking FBI at your house in the morning.
Isn't that cool, though?
That is
like
cool.
I can go to, let's do this for example. I'm going to share this tab. I'm going to try to, let me see if I can scroll out quite a bit. Try to get as much of that as possible.
This is Chat GPT, y'all.
Yeah.
This is AI bullshit. This is crazy. Tim's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. If you aren't ahead of the curve, you're behind it. All right, here we go. Summarize this into bullets.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Title: Iran unveils a hypersonic missile able to beat air defenses amid tensions with the U.S. Look at this shit. That's so weird.
That is crazy.
Iran claims to have created a hypersonic missile that travels at 15 times the speed of sound. Announcement comes amid heightened tension with the U.S. over Iran's nuclear program. The missile, named Fatah, was introduced as Iran expressed intentions to reopen its diplomatic post in Saudi Arabia. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi emphasized the missile's deterrence capability, heightening its significance for regional security. Al-Hajjazada Zadeh of the Revolutionary Guard revealed the model of the missile, which reported it has a range of 1,400 kilometers. Boom.
Damn, that is crazy.
That's pretty awesome, right? And sometimes it fucks up. Like the servers will like crap out on you. But it's pretty awesome either way. Yeah. And you could do PDFs. You can have it pull text from PDFs. You can,
Does it cost money?
I believe, yes, ChatGPT 4 would cost money. So the ability to do that costs like $5 a month, or it might be 20. It might be 20. So let me do a new chat here, because they used to allow you. Yeah, here we go. So browse with Bing. Here we go. Browse with Bing. Give me updates about the real Ron. Here we go. Now can you see it?
Yeah.
All
It
right,
ain't gonna pull up anything on me.
It probably will.
It better fucking not. Ron DeSantis.
The Lost Ogle. It found your Lost Ogle post. Ryan Walters.
BFF.
Ryan Walters BFF. It's reading it.
Shit.
Yeah, it'll find something. The real Ronald Cosby.
No way.
Yeah, and then once it's done, it'll spit something out. This is still getting worked on. It's not finished browsing. Whose real name is Ron Cosby, is a right-wing social media influencer, podcaster, and avid supporter of Ryan Walters from Oklahoma, who's been making waves in local GOP circles and on social media.
Oh, there it is.
With his outspoken support for right-wing causes. Arrested, charges the first damn thing.
The first thing.
Charges of stalking and burglary. His arrest was reported in his book. Despite these charges, it was reported on June 1st that the burglary and stalking charges against him were dismissed. Ron is recognized as a right-wing podcaster.
I'm not right-wing.
Parents' rights movement. He was notably active in the early open schools movement before a vaccine was available. He's known for his support for Ryan Walters. He tried running for the position, Tulsa County GOP chair. However, this endeavor didn't seem to have the backing of Ryan Walters, who he supported.
It didn't.
Oh my God. And look, it cites the source. So then you can click on it and it'll take you to the source. How amazing is that?
That is pretty cool.
Oh, man.
What's my public
Wait. Listen, Ron has been active on social media, making high opinionated posts, and was particularly known for his Facebook videos, often recorded from his hot tub.
Let me see the public.
Can you not see it?
No, read it. I can't fucking read it.
Here, let me.
See.
Some individuals on social media have commented on Ron's arrest and subsequent release, showcasing mixed reactions. His connection with Ryan Walters, who is known for his right-wing political stance and attempt to venture into local politics, coupled with his social media activities, have painted a rather colorful picture of the real Ron in the public eye.
That's not.
Hold on. Let's see. Give me information about Tim Ryland. Oh God! Well,
It's gonna bring up some good. Hey, I'm on live right now.
Yeah, it may not do so well because I should have said from Tulsa.
Nah.
I should have specified like which Tim Ryland because there's several. Oh, look, it's reading Owasso parent band.
The liberal loudmouth. I wish you were known as the liberal loudmouth.
I know.
You are around Northeast Oklahoma.
There are multiple individuals named Tim Ryland, each associated with different activity or issues. Here's Owasso parent named Tim Ryland was reported to have been banned. See, I'm
for undisclosed reasons. That's not right.
Where undisclosed? Oh, that's weird.
This
This was an earlier thing. So the problem here is that it didn't focus on me. So, give me information about Tim Ryland
versus Owasso School District, whatever.
About Tim Ryland from Owasso, Oklahoma.
Okay. All right.
We'll do it that way. This
is gay that we're looking ourselves up on Chat GPT.
Oh, we can do something. Let's look up Riley Flack.
Oh, do it. Didn't his sister go to the? I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry.
PJ Media. That was PJ Media is Megan Fox's stuff. Oh, there's
OCPA, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, you're going to have all kinds of shit on yours. I bet yours is much better than mine. You don't have any arrest records.
Has been involved in a public dispute with the Owasso School District over concerns. Initial concerns became concerned about blankets from the Owasso School Library deeming some portions of the book pornographic. Following those concerns, Ryland began advocating for a change in the policy specifically related to pornographic content during a school board meeting. Did not restrict. After the meeting, an exchange between Ryland and Owasso School Board member Brent England occurred in the school parking lot. Although the exchange included profanity, it was reported to be nonviolent. Subsequently, Ryland received a letter from Owasso Superintendent Margaret. Wow, this thing is crazy.
It's crazy.
Ryland sued the school, arguing this First Amendment, blah, blah, blah. This case is reflective of a larger trend where school officials attempt to prevent parent critics from participating in school board policy discussions.
No, go back up to 4. Go back up to 4.
Which
That's
one?
the best one.
Oh, is it? Oh, Judge John F. Heil agreed and issued a temporary injunction preventing the school from restricting Ryland's access to school property.
Yeah, buddy.
The judge noted that the ban was substantially motivated by Ryland's criticism of the board's decision and petition for redress, thus violating his First Amendment rights.
They did.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Give me facts about Riley Flax.
Riley Flack.
Riley Flack.
Nothing but love for you, brother. Nothing but love for you.
Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Oh, he's going to be all over the place because he's been on national news.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, he has. Surely it's going to talk about his video. I bet it'll even link to it.
Him being on my show is the most viewed show I've ever had.
That's crazy.
It's like 12,000 views. It was crazy.
Oh, because that was probably right after he went on to Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think once people, because it's people move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's like Joe said. I'm. What did he say?
Right, the current thing.
I love the current thing. Yeah.
Right, and then as soon as that happened, I think that's why Riley started going a little more extreme because he was like, "How do I get back on the news?
Yeah,
how do I get back on the news?
I got to be out there like Ryan Walters on the news. I got to be there."
Oh shit! It says going back.
Yeah,
here we go.
Shit, city
Riley
councilor.
Flack.
This is the dude that like read Bible scriptures and his friend
Bryce Chafin.
Bryce Chafin, yeah.
Yep.
I like Bryce. I like Bryce too.
Yeah. He seems like a nice dude. Got kind of screwed over, but I honestly, I feel like that case was it was kind of nitpicky.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nitpicky case. Let's see. Opposition to transgender bathroom rule. He opposed the transgender bathroom rule at Stillwater Middle School, expressing concerns. The Ingram angle. There he goes. Yeah, he voiced his opposition. He was a candidate in the election for Stillwater City Council. His name appeared on the ballot alongside 6 other candidates. Flack was part of the Citizens Recycling Task Force and had previously been a candidate for the. Is that true?
I don't know anything about that, but that is disappointing because he's.
Huh.
I mean, he had a megaphone at a Joy Hoffmeister rally starting shit.
Yeah, see, Riley Flack co-founded a group for recall action against Stillwater City Council.
He did do that.
Unite Stillwater, a group working to recall the mayor and city council members due to their handling of COVID restrictions. Okay, well, that's fun.
I thought that was more. There would be more to that.
Yeah, let me see what else they have now, because they have Dolly 3. Here we go. Create a picture of
And for y'all that are still watching, we're not doing anything. We're just fucking off right now.
Yeah, we're just messing around. The show is a wash, so we're just we're kind of having a phone call.
Yeah, this is what
live.
Tim and Ron do every fucking day. We just
we fuck off. Let's see. Create a picture of, what do we see? A demon eating an angel. Let's see how this works. Because Dolly is you can tell it to different scene or subject. Okay, let me click on this. Let's see. Custom instruction. I'm very political and try to be fact-based. Let's see. I'll have to figure that out. I haven't used that yet, but they integrated it into this. So, plugins. So this is awesome. Wolfram, watch this. What is the square root of 0.003? Wolfram Alpha is like a search engine that you can solve any math problem.
Which I think is bullshit. Bullshit.
If you have the good thing about it is it will show you step by step how it does it.
Oh, okay.
It's great for kids learning how to do it. It's an amazing tool. You can solve literally chemistry problems too. And see here, and then they have a Premiere that you can pay for, and it'll give you even further how to do it. Let's see, number line input. Where do I math input? Natural language. Yeah, I can't think of any math problems, but
fuck math.
Either way, fuck it.
We got Monroe Nichols tomorrow night.
It's gonna be awesome, y'all. Actually, it's 2 to 3, right? Isn't it 2 to 3?
No, I think it's 6 p.m.
Monroe? Let's see. Let me check.
Monroe and I think it's 6 p.m.
2 to 3.
No.
2 to 3 is what I have on my calendar.
Look at the. Hold on.
Yeah, send me a text because I wrote it. You told me what time he had said, and then I put it on my calendar. So.
Yeah, he said anytime after 5. I said 6 to 7, and then the promo says 6 p.m.
No, promo says 2 to 3, doesn't it?
No, the promo I saw today says 6 p.m.
Well, let me look.
Let's figure this out now.
Maybe it got changed. So 6 for Grant.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No, it does say 6 for Monroe. Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay. Yeah. That we're
right.
okay.
We got.
Are you good with 6 then? Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm good with 6.
Yeah, 6 is a great time on Tuesday night too. It's going to be
in my calendar. Good. I'm showing 2 to 3 for some reason. Maybe it got changed. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because it was last week. It was because he was in session. It was going to be from 2 to 3. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay. So
anyway, it's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. We got Monroe Nichols.
6 p.m.
He's going to be the very first African American Cowboys fan that we've had on the show.
He may be the first Cowboys fan on the show.
Yeah, I don't know which is. I mean, because you're a KC fan, which is bullshit, but whatever.
Go KC. Matter of fact, I need to watch that game tonight with Christy after we get off here.
You mean the Taylor Swift, Kelsey?
Oh my God, she's gonna ruin that, man. She's gonna ruin that, man. We watched a video with Candace Owens.
Oh,
y'all.
that's so stupid. Oh yeah, we have to do a show about that.
Oh, Candace kind of tore her up. I mean,
Matty Griffiths just made you make the biggest fucking comments, Matty.
That's what I do. Let me see if I can even fit it all in. It may
I don't
not
need to
fit.
cover us.
Yeah. Okay. So I can't. Can you crop that and put the rest of it in there? Because I can't put it all on there. I want to respond to the comments yesterday. I don't disagree that either Israel or Gaza at fault, and I think they're both sides. However, this is what everyone needs to know. The fact that Iran admitted to being involved in the attacks in Israel prove that there are modern-day Axis powers. They have denied, unless that changed in the last hour, they denied any in
And
this
the U.S. Yeah,
instance.
the U.S. says that they have no proof that Iran
No
was
evidence.
involved. Yeah.
Right. And they're like, but we know that they knew about it when it happened. And I'm like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
They admitted to having collusion with China, and they've been involved with Russia. We're headed to war we don't need to be in. I mean, I don't disagree there.
I don't think that Iran is a peaceful, American-loving country, but right now, as it stands, there's no evidence that Iran had anything to do with this.
Well, when you keep fucking with somebody, like eventually they're gonna hate you. Eventually, they're just gonna hate you.
You're not telling me anything. I've been married 3 times, Tim.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, same with like Hamas and the Palestinians. Like, at some point, like if you keep jabbing a dog with a stick, the dog's probably going to bite you at some point.
Let me tell you something funny. My son and daughter, my son went to wrestling practice tonight.
All right.
But his sister, who is a year older, wanted to go too, and so she signed up as well. And come to find out, she's a little better wrestler than he is.
Oh shit!
So now
You're
that's
talking about Carly.
Yeah, Carly's Carly. I've always told my ex, I was like, Carly's gonna whoop your ass one day if you don't watch out.
That reminds me of my sister-in-law.
Yeah,
that girl can smack the shit out of a dude. Like, she would take a lot of dudes. Like, she's strong.
Yeah, but yeah, also has wrestling for girls and boys, and they're both in wrestling. They started tonight, and they both love it. And I love American shit. So good.
I could never get into wrestling. My brother, who's like 3 times my size, he looks just like me, but he's like, like massive. He got into wrestling, and I don't know, something about 2 sweaty dudes like all up on each other. I don't know, man. That's
it is kind of weird because you wear those little skimpy outfits.
Yeah, you're like rubbing sacks and teabagging and no, thank you. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
I'll stick to baseball.
Yeah. Anyway, well, guys, that's it for today. Sorry about the Grant thing, but he'll come back on here and we'll let y'all know when that's going to happen.
I hope the stitches come out. I hope the stitches come out fine.
Yeah. I think everything's going to turn out. He's got a good doctor. But be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the Loudmouth. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't done it yet, like and follow the Loudmouth page on Facebook.
And I'll say this is the last time that I'm going to share to the Ron. So if you don't see it tomorrow, it's because it's on the Loudmouth. I shared everything from the Ron tonight to let y'all know that tomorrow we're going to go to the Loudmouth.
And that is the link to the Loudmouth's Facebook page. And then we also have Twitter, Loudmouth's Twitter, which I'll do a different day because I'll have to search for it.
Right.
But
Tim will still have his liberal Loudmouth. I'll still have the real Ron, and we'll do our separate things. But when we have guests on like Monroe going forward, it's going to be just from the Loudmouth. So if you want that content, you want to watch, you want to be involved, you want to comment, you're going to have to go to the Loudmouth because this is what we do. Where it's starting to get a little bit bigger. Starting to take off a little bit, so we just have to grow the business.
Give it a shove.
Yeah,
you got to give it a shove.
Yeah. So,
and the more comments you make over there, the more engagements, which means the more other people are going to see our stuff.
And always, if you have an idea, you have a comment, feedback, send it to us. We don't give a shit. We love to hear.
Yeah.
So,
and if you don't want your comment shown, put it in the comments. Say, I don't want this shown, yada, yada, yada. And we'll respect that. All right, well, that is it for tonight, guys. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's going to be awesome. Monroe Nichols.
Monroe Nichols.
All right, everybody. We'll catch you later.
See ya.
Peace.